Yo, what's up everyone? So today we're gonna do another game collection video. Actually put a poll up on Instagram, and which was pretty cool. A lot of people voted for Switch. So today we're gonna go through my Switch collection, which I wouldn't say it's my least or my smallest game collection, but I don't have as many games as I do all my other systems. I think of the 360 as well, but anywho. We're going to go through a few games. We're using a different setup this time though, because unfortunately the ones we used for the previous videos, I no longer have that camera, and the wife isn't with me today. She's actually at school, so it's just me by myself. So I'm going to just use my stream setup at the moment. If you guys want to go ahead and check me out on stream at twitch.tv/circlepunk. I stream as often as I can. At the time of this recording, actually God of War Ragnarok came out, so we're going to be streaming that. So hopefully we can get through that. And then after that, Final Fantasy X. Then after that, we'll see what else is coming up. But anywho, without further ado, we'll go through my collection. So first up, boom, gotta come out swinging. So we got Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I actually went to the launch on this game. Dude, look at that cover. It's so sick. I love when they do stuff like that. That's so cool. Even the disc is really small. You can see like the whole roster. That's so cool. Been a huge fan of Smash Brothers ever since Nintendo 64 days. Probably one of my all-time favorite games, especially for I guess technically it's a fighter. It's like a brawler kind of game. I don't know how to explain it, but if you've heard of Smash Brothers, or at least played Smash Brothers, super cool game. A lot of characters, and even after launch they added so many more. I think like 25 more characters, which was insane. So pretty cool. I haven't played it in a while though, unfortunately. Just because I've been occupied with a lot more others. But my main, when I did play, was Joker. I really like Joker. I mean, huge fan of Persona, so of course it would be Joker. But really cool game. I think it's like pretty cheap nowadays. But then again, Switch games never really go down in price, do they? So, anywho, next we have Final Fantasy 12, the Zodiac Age. So, like you guys know, those of you guys watch my streams and stuff, I'm actually a huge RPG fan, and as of late, we've been going through a lot of Final Fantasy games I haven't played yet. This is one of them. Look at that cover art, dude. I like how they do that reverse thing, where like it's the inside out, you can flip it. It's so cool. But anywho, yeah, huge RPG fan. Final Fantasy, of course. If you say RPG, that's what the first thing people think of. Final Fantasies. Really good story. I played a little bit of it actually. I didn't get too far into it, probably like an hour or two. So far the story is pretty cool. The characters were interesting, so definitely looking forward to that. Maybe we'll play that after 10. But yeah, we'll see what's up with that. Anywho, on to the next. So we got Monster Hunter Rise. So this one's an interesting one. This one unfortunately doesn't have any inside cover art. It's just white. I don't know, like this is my first Monster Hunter game. Like I've seen a lot of hype around Monster Hunter World. I didn't play that one unfortunately, but I just couldn't get into this one. I don't know what it was. I don't know if it was just way too much information in the beginning, which was intense. I don't know why they did that. Maybe just me got a little overwhelmed, but I played it for like about, I want to say maybe 4 or 5 hours, and then I just kind of stopped. Might go back to it one day, but as of right now I kind of just dropped it and moved on. But I mean, if you played Monster Hunter games, it's pretty much the same. I think they added new mechanics to maneuver around and stuff with the fireflies, which is pretty cool, but meh. Each their own, I guess. Alright, next one. Got Shovel Knight Treasure Trove. So this one's pretty cool. Actually has a mixture of a few games in it. It's like kind of like a collection. It's pretty sick. Got this one for the wife actually. Not too crazy art, but that's pretty cool. I like the little bonfire that they have going on with this dude. That's pretty cool. Very Dark Soulsy. But yeah, if you ever played Shovel Knight or don't know what Shovel Knight is, it's a platformer, 2D side scroller kind of thing. Pretty sick, pretty fun. This one I believe comes with 5 different games, and I think one of them's even a fighter. So it's pretty cool. Really interesting story. I seen a playthrough of it. I actually wanted to play it myself, but then the wife saw it and she's like, I want it. So we ended up getting it. Again, another game I haven't finished yet. I have so many games I have not finished or gone through yet, which I should probably start doing that, but I don't know. We'll see. All right, next. Super Bomberman. So this one was an interesting one. I don't really have too much covered. I've not played this one yet. This one was actually on sale for like $5, I think, on GameStop, their website. So I was like, yeah, why not? $5, I pick it up. At that time, I didn't have too big of a Switch collection. So I was like, yeah, we'll add it to the collection. And I think we played it a few times, me and the wife, actually. It's pretty fun. I mean, if you ever play Bomberman, it's kind of like a versus game where you plant bombs and blow up other people. It's pretty fun. I thought it was cool. All right, next one. Boop. We got Borderlands Legendary Collection. This one comes with 1, 2, and the pre-sequel. So 3 games. I played the first one, but I don't know what it is about Borderlands. Like, I recognize how cool it is and like what it is. Like, it's a looter shooter for sure. They have so many things to offer, but I just couldn't get into it. Like, I play shooters. I don't know. This one I just couldn't. I only played the first one, by the way, and it's a little hard to play a shooter with the small Joy-Cons. So maybe that's what it was. It kind of turned me off on it. But I mean, if you ever never heard of Borderlands, it's a shooter. I think you play like as a certain class of mercenary kind of thing, do objectives. Kind of think of it like Destiny, but like in a Mad Max kind of like surrounding or environment kind of thing. I mean, I might be describing that wrong, but that's how I took it. Anywho, so on to next. Boop. So this one's cool. It's a Lego Harry Potter collection. So my wife actually is a huge Harry Potter fan, and as you can tell, I got this for her. She's played it quite a bit. No art inside. I think this one was also like $10, so it's pretty cool. It comes with all of them, years 1 through 4 and 5 through 7, so pretty much all the movies or all the books. Pretty cool. I see her play it a lot. She enjoys it. But yeah, I mean, it's a Lego game. If you ever played a Lego game, it's pretty much straightforward. Okay, next. Live Alive. So this one's actually pretty cool. I've been wanting to play this one for a while. I got my receipt in there. I'll take that out. That's cool. I think it's a Super Nintendo game that they remade for the Switch, which they did that 2D pixel art or 3D pixel art thing, which is pretty sick. I like how they do that, like with the Octopath Traveler. So there are, what is that? It's 5, 6, 7, 8 stories. I think I've done 4, so I'm like halfway done. It's pretty cool, pretty fun. I like how each story adds something different. Like one we played as a caveman, which was pretty interesting. I didn't really understand that one too much because they couldn't talk. They just made noises and grunts. But then after that, we played at the Western one, which was pretty sick. And then probably my favorite so far is the one in China where you have to find your I guess it's an apprentice. He tries to teach his or continue his kung fu style, which was pretty sick, and I thought that was pretty awesome. That was a really cool story, especially the ending of that one. I don't want to spoil anything because you guys want to play it, but that one was pretty cool so far. I haven't played the others, but that one's pretty fun. Anywho, it's an RPG, by the way, turn-based. Next one. Boop. So we got Fire Emblem 3 Houses. So this one's interesting. This is my first Fire Emblem game. I mean, I'm a little familiar with Fire Emblem characters just because of Smash Brothers. I mean, there's like so many of them in Smash Brothers for some reason. So I decided to pick this one up. I was like, oh, okay, I heard cool things about it. It's like a grid turn-based RPG, which I was like, oh, that's actually kind of interesting. I never played one like that. Oops, sorry, I hit my microphone. So I picked it up. I played it a little bit. But this one was one of those games that I picked up that kind of got lost in the chaos of all the other games I picked up. Because I think when I got this, I also got a Pokemon game, which I think is coming up soon. A Pokemon game, so I kind of put more time into that one. And then what else? I picked up a few other games too that kind of just, this one just got lost in translation. So I probably should go back to it. I heard it's pretty good. Again, I got like about maybe 3-4 hours into it. But yeah, for whatever reason, my Switch at the moment is like the most neglected system that I have. That I should definitely go back to, but oh no, we'll see. We'll probably stream a lot of my back catalog. But anywho, next up we got Bayonetta 2. So the cool thing about Bayonetta 2 on the Switch is if you buy it new, oh, that's an old receipt, is actually you get the first game. Oh well, my download code's there, but I mean, I already downloaded the game, but I'll cover it anyways, just so you guys can't see it. And then there's Bayonetta 1. So if you buy it new, whoops, I keep hitting my microphone, sorry about that. You get part 1 and 2. So I thought that was a sweet deal. I have part 1 for PS3 already. But since I didn't have part 2, obviously it's like a Nintendo exclusive. I think it was like for the Wii U first, and then they brought it over to Switch, which I'm glad they did, because I have a Wii U, but god dude, that controller is so bulky. Anywho, if you never played a Bayonetta game before, it's very hack and slash, combo based, super cool. I like the story or the whole idea of what Bayonetta is. She's an Umbra witch. She's very sassy and classy and sexy at the same time. So it's really cool. If you ever played it or if you ever heard of it, highly recommend, especially if you're a fan, like say of Devil May Cry series. Definitely recommend checking that out. It's super cool. The story in the second one is a little bit more interesting than the first one, just because time travel is involved. So highly recommend checking that out. Really, really cool. Anywho, next we got Shaboot. I got Bayonetta 3. So unfortunately, I have not been able to get to this game yet. As you can see, it's actually in my Switch right now. That's a pretty cool inside cover art. I haven't been able to get to it. It's in my Switch. I updated it, all that cool stuff. It's ready to go. So many games keep popping out, dude. I have not had time to play it. But I mean, obviously too, there's been some controversy about this one, about the voice actor and all that cool stuff. I mean, I'm a fan of Platinum Games. I really like what they do. Like, I'm a fan of Nier Automata. Vanquish was pretty cool. The other two Bayonettas were really cool. But in my opinion, I thought that thing just got blown out of proportion with whatever it is that happened then. So I didn't pre-order it, but I did purchase it. So looking forward to that. I heard it's pretty good. I don't know if it's gonna like finish a trilogy or not. I didn't want to spoil myself too much, so I was even thinking about streaming it, but again, too many games keep popping up. So definitely gonna get back to that one, or get to that one eventually. Probably next after something. I don't know. Maybe off stream. We'll see. But pretty cool. Next one. We have Kirby Star Allies. So this was another interesting. I got the intro on that one. So this is like a older Kirby game, I believe. When did this come out? This is another one I got for the wife, because again, she's a huge fan of Kirby. I forgot why. I think she said she stopped playing it because it was too easy, but I think she only did like one level, so she kind of gave up a little too quick on it. I myself haven't played it, but just looking at it, I mean, you can use Kirby. He gets powers by eating certain enemies and all that cool stuff. So I mean, it's a pretty traditional Kirby game. Haven't really heard too much about it. I think it might be a little bit on the short side too, if I remember correctly. But yeah, pretty cool. Pretty straightforward Kirby game. All right, next we got Astral Chain. I think this one's also done by Platinum, right? If I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is done by Platinum Games. Another cool one, actually. You follow. I don't want to spoil it too much. I mean, for those that haven't played it yet, you're like a police officer, and you have this like kind of think of like a persona kind of thing that's attached to a person. I like the idea of it. It was pretty cool. A lot of fun. I played through it once. I think I picked this up when it first came out, I think, and I beat it, and then after that I never went back to it. I mean, there's not really too much playability or replayability. I'm sorry. I know you can pick between the guy and the girl, which I think are siblings, if I remember correctly, or am I thinking of a different game? Or is that Scarlet Nexus? One of the games. I don't know. They're too similar. But anyway, I remember this one being pretty fun. Pretty cool, especially for a Switch game. I thought the combat was a lot of fun. So highly recommend if it's on sale. Definitely check it out. Pretty cool. All right, next. Boop. We got Mario Party Superstars. So I think this is the last Mario Party that came out, right? Or the most recent. I'm sorry. Well, at least for the time of this video. Pretty fun. I know it has a lot of mini games. This one doesn't have too many maps, unfortunately. I think it only has like 5 or 4 like game boards, which I mean is okay, but the mini games had so many across so many different yeah, over 100 mini games from different Mario parties. So like Mario Party 1. Oh shit, drop me. Sorry. Mario Party 1 to like the recent one, which is pretty cool because a lot of that like nostalgia hit. I used to play Mario Party back in the day on Nintendo 64 with my buddies and my brother. Super fun game. I mean, if you ever played a Mario Party, you know what to expect. It's pretty much a board game. You move to spaces, and then after every turn you do a mini game depending on what spaces you land on. So like say everyone landed on blue, it's gonna be a free-for-all kind of thing, or 4-player. Or if one person landed on red, then one player versus the other 3, and so forth and so on kind of thing. So you get it. Really fun. Super cool party game. I think this one's actually even online too, which I gotta try out. A lot of fun though. Definitely recommend any Mario Party game if you've never played one. Okay, next. Boop. We got Animal Crossing New Horizons. So this one again is another wife game. She's put in a lot of time into this game. This is probably like one of her favorite Switch games for sure. She's always playing this. I personally never really got into Animal Crossing. But really cool game. I've seen her play for hours. I'll just kind of chill there and just watch her play, do her thing, and looks like a lot of fun. You pretty much land on an island, you build it, make your own little city kind of thing. Looks cool. I mean, again, not really my thing, but she really enjoyed it, so it's pretty cool. All right, next one. Boop, boop. We got Xenoblade Chronicles, the definitive edition. So this is the first one. I believe it was a 3DS game first, right? And then it came to like Nintendo Wii, and then it came to the Switch or something like that. That's cool art inside. I have not got a chance to get to this one. Actually, I picked this one up after I finished Xenogears, which I know they're not related, but I know the same people make this, which is Monolith Soft. So the same people, or same guy, I guess, the director for Xenogears made the Xenoblade series, and also the Xenosaga, which I also have, which is pretty cool. I haven't had a chance to get to them though ever since I finished Xenogears. Again, just so many games keep popping up. I definitely want to get to them. This is one on my list for sure. I definitely want to stream this one. Looks like a lot of fun. Hopefully we can get to it soon. It's an RPG, if you guys don't know, turn-based. So very heavily story-based game for sure. So pretty excited for that one. Next one. Xenoblade Chronicles 3. So this is the last one that came out. I think it came out not too long ago, actually. Again, I picked it up after I finished Xenogears. Don't know too much about this one. I kind of wanted to keep it like spoiler free, I guess, or like just to be in the dark. I heard it's a really good game. I don't know if it's the best in the series, because I hear a lot of people say part 2 is the best. I don't have part 2. If for whatever reason it's like really expensive at the moment, I'm kind of waiting on that. But again, turn-based RPG, characters, parties, magic, all that cool stuff. So definitely looking forward to getting those. I do want to stream those, so we're definitely going to stream them eventually. But next year we'll see what's up, because there's a lot of games coming out next year. Especially the Tears of the Kingdom, which is going to be freaking intense. Anywho, speaking of Tears of the Kingdom, we got Hyrule Warriors Age of Calamity. So this is a Zelda game. I believe it's made by the guys that do Dynasty Warrior, right? So it's like a lot of like huge crowds that you do massive combos to, that you wipe out enemies. Very combat based. A lot of fun. Actually, I got this one for the wife, because again, she's a huge fan of Zelda, which as am I, as you guys can tell by the huge Hyrule shield right here. It's really cool. I believe it's a prequel story wise to Breath of the Wild, so it tells you all what happens to all the champions and all that stuff. Again, I haven't had a chance to go through it myself. I know the wife played it a bit, but unfortunately I have not had a chance to go through it, but it seems pretty cool. I want to check it out. But yeah, anywho, on to the next one. We got Legend of Zelda Link's Awakening. So this one's really cool, actually. I played this one back on the Game Boy when it came out back in the day. And then I picked it up to replay it, and it's funny because when I was playing it, the wife took away the controller and she wanted to play it. So we played this game, a lot of fun. It's kind of like its own side story thing, like a not really a what if, but just like its own thing, kind of like Majora's Mask, where it doesn't really affect the main story too much, but really cool. And I love the art style they did to it. Like, it's so cool that 3D, it's not like 8-bit 3D, it's more like of a smoother graphic kind of 3D thing, but it's really cool. Highly recommend if you guys haven't played it. A lot of fun. I really enjoyed it, and so did the wife, so definitely recommend playing it if you are a fan of Zelda for sure. Next one. All right, we got Skyward Sword HD. So this one was actually one of the only Zeldas that I've never played, because I had a Wii, but I could never get into the motion controls. So when it came to the Switch, I had to pick it up, because I was like, dude, I've never played this one. This is the one that starts the whole storyline of Zelda, with the Master Sword, and then the goddess, of course, and how Zelda kind of reincarnates herself, or gets reincarnated every time. And the Triforce and stuff. So interesting game for sure. I know like a lot of it's implemented with the motion controls, but the cool thing about this one, you can actually swap them. I don't know if you can see it, which is what I liked, where You can do button only or motion controls. I played button only. The wife likes motion controls, so she played it with motion controls, but I couldn't do that. Really cool, really interesting. Not my favorite Zelda, but it's pretty good. Like, it answered a lot of questions, like of the of where the sword came from and all that cool stuff. So really cool. And I'm hoping Tears of the Kingdom, when it comes out, answers even more, because it looks like it's really attached to Skyward Sword because of you go into the sky and then you have the goddess statues everywhere. So hopefully that kind of touches a little bit more on that. We get a full vision of what that story is. Really cool though. Then on to the next. Boop. Probably everyone's favorite Zelda game for sure. Breath of the Wild. So this one's interesting. Like, I really did enjoy this game. This, again, it's probably not my favorite one, but because of that, well, the reason for that is probably just because nostalgia stuff. Like, Ocarina of Time is always going to be my favorite one just because I grew up playing that game. So many times I played that game. A lot of fun, but this one's pretty close to it. Again, if you never played Breath of the Wild, highly recommend. So I believe it's the last in the chronological story, I guess. So it's like in the last one. Yeah, really cool. Definitely recommend checking it out. Pretty much it's reincarnated again, Zelda as with the goddess powers, and then Link as their guardian. The cool thing I liked about this one though, the open world thing, where you can just run to Ganon straight from the beginning, which I thought was pretty interesting. I've seen a few people do that and I'm like, dude, that's insane. The one thing I didn't like though, or wasn't too big a fan of, was the weapons breaking. I mean, I know a lot of people probably felt that way too, but me, that kind of bugged me a little bit, because like I would save weapons for like big battles and then they were gone. And it's like, they break so fast. But yeah, again, if you never played Breath of the Wild, highly recommend. It's been out since like freaking, I think since the Switch launched, right? It's been a while. Recommend though if you haven't played it. Really good Zelda game, especially if you're a Zelda fan. All right, next one. So we got Pokemon Arceus. So this one is actually sealed. The wife had gotten this one for her birthday from her siblings. As you can see, we haven't had a chance to play it yet. I haven't even had a chance to open it yet. I've heard great things about it. I know it's kind of like an open world Pokemon game, which is interesting. And I know Scarlet and Violet are actually going to be more open world, so I hear. So we might pick up one of those. I'm not sure which one. But again, Arceus, I kind of don't know too much about it. I haven't played it myself, so I just heard it's a good game. So hopefully one day we'll be able to get to it. Anywho, next one. So we got Pokemon Brilliant Diamond. So this one we got, I think, on launch too. This one was a lot of fun. This is the first time I've ever played Diamond. I thought it was cool. Like, I think they added the underground thing to this one, which I thought was super interesting, because you find a lot of strong Pokemon down there. We streamed this one a few times. I think I got to the Elite Four. I just couldn't beat the last one, which is, I forgot her name. But dude, she is like way too OP, that ghost Pokemon she has. I just could not beat her, so I kind of gave up. But pretty much completed most of it, except for the Elite Four. Really good one. I know there's a Brilliant Pearl. God dang it. Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, right? So the other one would be the Pearl, which has like certain Pokemon that this one doesn't have, but other than that, they're pretty much the same game. I think the legendaries or something, right? Alright, anywho, now on to the next. So we got Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team DX. So this one, again, another sealed one I haven't had a chance to get to. This one a buddy of mine actually recommended. He said it's a really fun game, and this one actually comes with two. There's 1 and 2 games here. I guess it was a Game Boy game or something. I'm not really too sure. Haven't had a chance to get to it. As you can tell, it's still sealed. But yeah, I mean, anything Pokemon, the me and the wife loved, so we had to pick it up. I think it was like $20 too on sale, so we picked it up. Pretty cool. Looking forward to getting to that one day. Anywho, next. So we got Shin Megami Tensei 5. This one's cool because it actually comes with a sleeve. This is one I did pre-order, actually. I'm a huge fan of Persona. And yeah, I mean, if you ever played a Persona game or a Shin Megami Tensei game, this is cool. It has it's a steel book. Has like a nice reflective arts on it. Pretty cool. So pretty much like the story to this one, end of the world, you got demons and angels fighting. You're like a demi-human kind of person that fuses with, or you're a kid that fuses with like a demi-human or something. I forgot what they call them. I haven't played this one for a while. I got stuck like on one of the bosses, and I just like, I gotta take a break, and then everyone went back to it. So I have to go back to that one. I gotta finish that one for sure. But really cool. Like I said, big fan of Shin Megami Tensei's. They kind of use the same, I guess demons or monsters. I don't know how to explain it. Kind of think of it like a Pokemon game, but like more darker kind of thing. Turn-based. You get your attributes like fire, water, whatever. Things are stronger against certain things than others, and all that cool stuff. So if you're familiar with RPGs, that's pretty much what that is. It's pretty fun though. I definitely want to go back to it and finish it. I didn't finish it. I think I'm like about let's say like 15 hours, maybe 20 hours into that game. It's so grindy though. You have to grind out a lot of certain monsters to beat certain enemies because of the whole like rock paper scissors thing. But yeah, so that's pretty much my Switch collection. Again, I don't have too many. It looks like we're just under 30 minutes, which I guess collection's bigger than I thought. I do have a few digital games on my Switch. Like I have Paper Mario, which is a lot of fun. And what else is on there? There's a few other games, but anywho, yeah, that's my Switch collection. As of now, maybe in the future we'll grow it for sure. Like I said, upcoming ones I'm looking forward to is definitely Tears of the Kingdom. And then maybe Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. Probably pick up one of those. We'll see what's up. Probably not gonna pick up both because I feel that's kind of overkill, especially spending like $60 on each game that only has like 3 different Pokemon in each one. It's kind of nuts. But anywho, thank you so much for watching. Greatly appreciate it as always. You can catch me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/CirclePunk. And you can also see all my little logos right here, my socials. I try to stream as often as I can. Again, like I said, at the time of this video going up, we are streaming God of War Ragnarok on PS5. As soon as we finish that, we're going to go back to Final Fantasy X, finish it. I think we're almost done. We're like at the last quarter of the game. And then after that, I'll have to see what's up because I don't know what we're going to play after that. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching. Greatly appreciate it. If you do like what you see, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I'll try to get more videos out as often as I can because unfortunately work and life just has me so busy that I don't have the time that I want to put into this, that this channel definitely deserves. And thank you so much for those of you guys that comment and like and all that cool stuff. I greatly appreciate it. I will catch you guys next time. Stay safe and I will see you later. Peace.